I wasn't in the arena. I was watching from the sidelines. I was hoping, wishing, wondering until I jumped in.
This is the Uncensored podcast with Robert Peppo.
Do you think people will vote for me?
What's up, everybody? This is Robert Peppo with episode number 37 of Uncensored with Robert Peppo. Today, I want to talk about The Man in the Arena. The Man in the Arena was written by Theodore Roosevelt, and I really like it. It applies. So here it is. The Man in the Arena. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes up short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcomings, but who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least he fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. The Man in the Arena by Theodore Roosevelt. I chose that for a few reasons. One, last night I was inspired by our friend and family, Jerry Ariola, in his fight last night. He is undefeated, excellent fighter. We had the opportunity to sponsor him. We worked with him. I talked with him. Kind of got a little bit closer. One, I love the fight game. But I love anybody in the arena. Whatever arena it is to you, I love that shit. If you're doing something, you're putting some effort towards something, I applaud you. Those people, that's who I want to fuck with. That's who I like. That's who I gravitate to. That's who I want in my circle. Today, I'm going to give you a little bit about my journey of being in the arena and why I do what I do and how I do it. And I encourage all of you to get into the arena of something, okay? There's no power in average. There's no glory in just getting by, okay? But here's how it started for me. When I decided years ago that I needed to make a change in my life, things weren't going the way that I wanted them to go. I wasn't financially secure. I wasn't confident in myself. I wasn't lost, but I really didn't have anything to grab onto. That's probably because I didn't dedicate myself to anything. I wasn't in the arena. I was watching from the sidelines. I was hoping, wishing, wondering until I jumped in. But when I jumped in, a few interesting things happened. So early on for me, it was like personal development stuff, mindset stuff, studying different ways to create new habits. Great book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Okay, that's just one. How to Win Friends and Influence People. Okay, so these books early on for me, early to mid 20s, started to change the way that I did things because I was putting myself in the arena of self-development and that next level. And it started to make people wonder what the fuck is going on. And actually, instead of supporting and understanding the man in the arena, people would ask, why did you change? Why are you doing that? Why do you act like that now? All of a sudden, you're so motivated. Yes, because I'm actively pursuing something. I don't know what the end result will be, and that's okay. I don't know exactly what's going to come of this, but that's okay. But I knew I had to do something, and I had to put myself in the arena of self-improvement to improve my mindset, make it a habit so that it never goes back the other way. If I wasn't happy with what I was doing, I knew that only I could change that. Only I could get in the arena. Only I could do that. But just like MMA fighters, that doesn't happen. You don't get the wins automatically. Okay, there are losses along the way. Ironically, no losses for Jerry. Okay, he's 6-0 now, maybe 7-0, 6-0, I think. Undefeated, doing incredibly well. But you will still take losses no matter what. That doesn't matter. What matters is that you are in the arena. So like MMA, in sparring or jiu-jitsu, you will not win every single battle. That's okay. What matters is that you are in the arena trying. Now, when you win on fight night, excellent. If you win in business, excellent. When you apply these things, excellent. But that doesn't mean you will know them automatically. Once you jump into whatever arena you're in, there is a shit ton of unknowns. But that's okay. You can navigate that as you get better. But if you don't ever get in, you just stand on the sidelines scared, watching, as some people say, from the cheap seats. Okay? You could be a player, you could be a coach, you could be a spectator. Doesn't matter. Get in the game. Okay? Whatever level you're at right now, you can make a switch in whatever you're doing. Okay? So let's talk about one thing, life. How does The Man in the Arena by Theodore Roosevelt apply to your life? Okay? Well, there's a lot of factors in life, right? So everyone has a relationship or multiple relationships. Friends, family, spouse, kids. Being in the arena is giving your best, doing the most possible to maximize those relationships in your life. That's like a super basic one. Okay? I spoke on personal development. You could apply that for yourself as well. And that then will trickle down into all the other areas of your life from yourself, right? If you improve yourself, you can improve other things. It's unlikely that other things will improve if you don't improve yourself, okay? So that starts with yourself, maybe goes to your spouse, maybe goes into your career, and then maybe goes into your hobbies and so forth. And then you can build from there, okay? But it starts with you getting in the arena yourself, whatever that is to you. For me, that was a lot of books, as you see behind me. To me, today, that's a lot of podcasts and continuing to be the man in the arena to improve myself so that when I get into the other arenas of my life, which is business and fitness and this podcasting, I can then put forth my best effort. Doing this podcasting thing, that is being in the arena as well, okay? And I've never been afraid to get into that, to put myself out there, allow myself to be judged, deal with what people say on social media, in the comments, okay? Deal with people not understanding why I'm doing it, how I'm doing it. None of that matters. What matters is you are putting yourself out there, risking the judgment. You do these things amidst the fear that you have of all of it. How do I sound? How do I look? Am I going to mess up? What do people think of me? I thought all that. Luckily now, I don't care about that much. What I care about is improving and getting to an end result that I can be happy with, that provides, not only provides for me, but provides value to anybody that I interact with, okay? But you can use this, let's say in fitness, okay? And it doesn't mean you're in fitness right now. Perhaps you want to get fit, okay? Perhaps you want to get into that arena and you never have. All you do is start. If you go to the gym once a week, then you go 2 times a week, then maybe it's every other day, and then maybe it's really consistent. And you've put yourself in the arena. It's not that you're in the best shape. It's not that you've got it all figured out. It's not even that you know how to do all the workouts. It's that you've begun something. You've put yourself in the arena, and you've begun some personal progress to a goal, a worthy goal that puts you in the arena, and that is admirable. It doesn't have to be like me and being consistent, okay? Because now, me being in the arena of fitness, my changes don't come dramatically, but I'm in it daily doing it. It is why I post about it. So I want to show that I'm the man in the arena, in that avenue, that I'm willing to put myself out there on video when I'm, flexing in the mirror or something. That is so I hold myself accountable to a high standard, okay? That is so I can show consistency, and that is that I can show that I am out there actively doing it. If it's something that I'm involved in, I'm going to be actively doing it. If I'm going to speak about it, I'm going to know about it, I'm going to be about it, okay? Let's take another one, relationships, okay? If you want good relationships, you have to build that. You have to work on that. I'm very fortunate. My wife is incredibly supportive of me. Just this morning doing this podcast, I said, she was downstairs. I'm like, hey, are you going to be down here? What are you going to be doing? I'm thinking about the sounds, what you're going to be doing. I kind of get distracted sometimes if I hear some outside stuff, if I hear things going on. And she's like, oh, no, it's cool. I'm going to go upstairs, whatever. All right. Because she understands what I'm doing. I'm in that arena. But then I also understand what to do for her, like doing the laundry. I could do that. Maybe she doesn't like me doing that, but I could do that. Whatever our roles and responsibilities are together, we're going to work together, be able to do that, develop together, and make that relationship part of life that we all deal with, specifically with spouses. For me, because it's incredibly important to have a happy household, you find this balance, okay? That doesn't mean everything's going to go great. Again, Theodore Roosevelt said, there are failures. Your face is dusty and bloody and all that. Yeah, shit happens. Shit goes down. But how do you not allow that to distract from the main goal, which is, in this topic right here, having a good, healthy relationship? You actively work on it. You seek out ways to do better. You give more than you take, okay? That is being the man in the arena, okay? Like this podcasting, musicians, okay? Musicians putting themselves out there for their music to be judged. Maybe at the beginning you're not that good. Maybe you need to see yourself, hear yourself over and over and over in order to improve that. And some people at the beginning are like, why are you doing that? They're not going to understand why you're in the arena, why you're putting yourself out there, why you're doing it, why you're putting out so much content. Doesn't matter. They're not in the arena. You are, okay? Keep going. Continue to do that. You will improve along the way. But if you never get into the arena, you don't know what's in there. You don't know what's on the other side of this trying thing. Okay, you have to bring yourself there. In your business and career, okay, this one's centrally focused to me, so I really like this one. Let's talk about just a career first. Maybe you're not a business owner, just your career. If you're in the arena, okay, I often say, whatever you're doing, max it out. Get the most out of it that you can, okay? Well, that takes some effort, okay? Nothing is handed to you. Nothing is given to you. You have to do the work. You have to be in the arena actively trying to improve. If you do that, mostly only good things will come. Hopefully you're at a good place that recognizes that. Hopefully there's, opportunity where you are. But at minimum, you can probably, though, appreciate if you did your best, you did your best, and there's value in that also, okay? The results will come in other ways. Perhaps you can apply to something else in your business or what you're doing, and that then shows up as something. I don't know what it is for you. It's different for everybody. But if you do your best, if you are in the arena, that then will lead to the next opportunity for you. As a business owner, for me, being in the arena, franchising, my big goals, okay? My big goals far exceed what I'm capable of doing today. But I know that if I'm in the arena fucking trying, that eventually I'm going to improve at least farther than I am right now, and I'm happy about that. I will at least provide opportunities for those people around me. I'm happy with that. I will at least improve myself in my current situation, and I'm happy with that. The best end result is that I get to the $100 million franchise goal. Great. I'll be happy about that. But what happens along the way is like 100 times more important, because it's the bulk of the time, it's the bulk of the effort, it's the bulk of the doing, it's the bulk of what I'll be involved in. And all that starts with is today. Deciding today to get a better tomorrow. How I did that is I decided to jump in the arena. It's competitive. It's ruthless. There's a lot of shit I don't know, but I decided to jump in, okay? There's value in that. You will learn a shit ton along the way, and it will bring you to places that you never know you might go to, okay? A lot of that has happened too along the way. The people I've met, the opportunities I've had, the other things I've gotten involved in, like this podcasting. Talking about business put me in these other realms. Doing business put me in the other circles, okay? And then trying to do really good business and achieve something great put me in a whole nother level that I knew I would get to, but I didn't know how. How it happened it was a natural progression, I suppose, but it was no natural straight line. This is the next step. This is what you're going to do. There's not much of that. What it is that you just improve along the way. You take the next step. You move on despite fear, risk, whatever is ahead of you, speed bumps, setbacks. All of that will happen when you're in the fucking arena. None of that should stop you. You can change course. You can reevaluate. You can study. You can learn. You can improve. Then that's where victory, glory, triumph, all those cliche words about why people do things, that's where it is. A professional athlete, whatever it is to you. It could be way more basic than that. Like I said at the beginning, for me, it was self-improvement. I was judged. I was even a little bit concerned with myself. Like, damn, why do people think I've changed so much or whatever? But I knew I had to, and I was comfortable with that. And I knew where I was going. I knew to play that game that I had to take these steps, deal with the people in the stands, the people in the cheap seats, the people talking shit that's never done something, that's never been in the arena. It's easy for those people, the outsiders, the people who don't know you, who misunderstand you, to confuse that with arrogance or to think you're better or to think all these things. That's okay. That comes with the territory. As long as you can take these things and realize that people's opinions and all that really doesn't matter and throw yourself into the arena, there is massive value in that. Okay? So I encourage you guys to go back and read Theodore Roosevelt's The Man in the Arena. Okay? And I'll finish on this. Shout out once again to Jerry Ariola. I'm rocking his shirt today. Great job on your fight. I am going to have him on the podcast, so that's something to look forward to. A great young man, ambitious, humble, smart, hard worker, just coming off a win, and then something's coming up next. So hopefully you guys will stick around to listen to him coming up. I also have another podcast coming up. Not my own. I'll be on another one that's really cool. I can't wait to post it for you guys. So it's a lot more things happening. So I appreciate you guys once again. If you can, click the links in the description. The only thing I ask of you guys is that if you find value in this, please share it with somebody. Leave a comment, a 5-star review. Those things help tremendously. I appreciate you. Out.
This is the Uncensored podcast with Robert Peppo.
Do you think people will vote for me?